And we'll return to the quad a little later in the show, but for the moment we're moving on. And amid the West Asia conflict, the US conducted reported strikes on sites in southern Iran and renewed maritime incidents near the Strait of Hormuz. While Tehran has accused Washington of violating a fragile ceasefire and has claimed that it is down to US drone, US officials insist a diplomatic deal is still possible, stressing that the Strait of Hormuz must remain open. More in this report.
As diplomats continued efforts to secure a deal aimed at ending the West Asia conflict, US forces carried out overnight strikes on missile sites in southern Iran, as well as on vessels said to be attempting to lay mines in Gulf waters. Iran's foreign ministry on Tuesday accused the United States of violating a fragile ceasefire over the past 48 hours, citing incidents in the southern coastal province of Hormuzgan. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian hailed the country's military's defense capabilities after US strikes.
They
do not imagine that our armed forces, our defensive power, and our offensive system could perform such feats. It was a completely surprising matter for all of them.
Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Mustafa Khamenei issued a statement saying that regional countries will no longer be shields for US bases.
What is certain in this regard is that the hand of time will not turn backward, and the nations and lands of the region will no longer serve as shield for American bases. The United States, in addition to no longer having any safe point in region for aggression and the establishment of military bases, is moving further and further away from its former position with each passing days.
Earlier, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said it had shot down a US MQ-9 drone after it allegedly entered Iranian airspace. The IRGC's Public Relations Department also claimed it repelled additional US aircraft and warned of retaliation against any further violations of Iranian territory or ceasefire terms. Despite the strikes, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that a deal remained within reach. Speaking in Jaipur during his visit to India, Rubio also emphasized that the Strait of Hormuz would remain open one way or another.
The straits have to be open. They're going to be open one way or the other. So they need to be open. What's happening there is unlawful, it's illegal, it's unsustainable for the world, it's unacceptable.
Meanwhile, UK maritime trade operations on Tuesday reported an explosion damaged a tanker close to its waterline as it sailed off Oman close to the Strait of Hormuz. The strikes came hours after Iranian negotiators met with Qatari mediators in Doha for talks in coordination with the United States. The US and Iran are working toward a memorandum of understanding, but differences over Iran's nuclear program and sanctions have held up a deal. Bureau Report, DD India.